to She's Got Yarn. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I did not get a chance to put to show you my Nan's Next Knots, which is one of my favorite crochet alongs. The last color Nan had picked was number 6. Number 6, okay. And let me show you what it looks like. This blanket's really turning out pretty. All the clothes are pretty, all the colors are pretty similar because the terracotta, this is the, yeah, hold on. Oh, I always forget to turn this light on. I guess I can't see. Yeah, it's terracotta. But anyways, all 3 of these colors are numbered in my color scheme. And last week was number 6. She had picked week 6. Okay, and yesterday she picked number 4. And number 4, which I'll have ready for you next Thursday, is this color. Since I used this color, I figured I would use a color on the same bobbin, so I used this. It was a tie between this and white to be my contrast, but I ended up using white as my contrast. So she picked number 4 for week 7. I need to write that down. Where are your pencils when you need them? Number 4. Yeah. So, but anyways, let me stand back and show you how pretty this blanket's turning out. And excuse the mess. I'm collecting boxes to ship stuff out. So, I need to put a white. Usually I have the white on there by now, but I made a mistake again somewhere way back here when she picked this color, so I had to frog it back and redo it. So that's one of my reasons that it's delayed. But I think this blanket is absolutely beautiful. It's very wide. So yeah, it's gonna be huge. I just hope I don't run out of yarn. But if I do, I have plenty of bobbins to substitute. So, but yeah. So that's my Nan's Next Knots. So the next color is going to be like a gray color. So I'm curious to see how that's going to look after I put a white on here. So, but yeah. Nan, I love this crochet along. And I heard she hasn't been feeling good. So I want everybody out there to say a prayer for Nan. And her name is Nancy too. So in case you didn't know that, but Nan's Next Knots. And if you are not subscribed to her channel, go over there and subscribe to her channel. Luck of the Draw. I have done it for the past 3 years. And I love this crochet along. The last one was a boho before this one. But I also did a blanket. And where is it? I put it up. The kids were using it. My grandkids were here. They came over for an afternoon. My son's having his office remodeled. So after hours, yeah, that's the only time they need me to watch the kids, you know, so they can get stuff done. So, all right. And anything else going on? I didn't show this last week, but I only did a couple rows, which is required. A couple rows on my Mama in a Stitch Cuddler knitted blanket. So we've got like 3 more rows, I think. And we go on to another stitch, which I cannot wait. So again, this is the pattern Fall Color Chunky Blanket. Isn't that pretty? I wish I had that yarn. This is the closest thing, but it's pink instead of fleck. That looks like it's kind of fleck and tan, but I'm not too sure. But anyways, The yarn that I'm using right now is discontinued Baby Bee Sugar Pom Pom. Well, I got it on clearance last year or year before last. I found a bunch of number 5 yarns that I got a couple years ago since I've been straightening up my yarn room. So I'm excited to use some of those here in the upcoming future. So they whip up nice blankets for like donations like Boggy Creek. But we'll talk about Boggy Creek when it gets closer to August. It's a blanket drive that I did last year for an organization that it's a camp for seriously ill children with serious illnesses, and we raised like over 350 blankets. Actually, most of last year, but it was last year, which was a great success. And yeah, I'm so proud of everybody that took part in this, and yeah, it was wonderful. So, but anyways, we'll talk about that when we get around August, just after July, because July is when I do a lot of vacationing. I spend a lot of time in Steenhatchee, so I'm going to do it in August. And this year, my father asked me if I would go hunting with him. He can't go on trips by himself. He's just not able to do that, you know, and I got him that new side-by-side. It's for hunting. And he, for the first time in my 59 years in life, he invited me to go hunting with him. How could I say no? I'm not a great white hunter, you know what I mean? But it's going to definitely be quality time with my dad in the woods in Georgia. Baxley, Georgia is where his hunting camp is. And yeah, he owns a hunting camp out there. A group of guys got together and they hunt on this plot. So, but anyway, so yeah, I'm getting geared up for that. And I had mentioned it to my mom, you know, did you know Dad? And she goes, he can't stop talking about it. She says, that's all he talks about, you going hunting with him. So I gotta go. So yeah. So my dad's had a few close calls this year, so I'm spending as much time, quality time with him as I can. I know you can't make up for lost time, but you know you can move forward and enjoy the time that you do have with each other. So, I mean, I've always been around my dad, but he's really chilled out in his old age. So I have a lot of fun hanging out with him. So, and Tiffany has a lot of fun living behind her grandfather. I mean, they do things every day together. So she always calls me and fills in the blanks. So, all right. Well, that's all I have for today. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. And Tiffany's coming to visit me tomorrow. Billy's supposed to be coming into town. Maybe we'll get together. I'm not sure. She told me about it, but I didn't realize it was this weekend. And Tiffany's coming over. She needs her mama to help her out and do some stuff. So anyways, all right guys, I love you all. Have a great weekend. Mwah! See you soon.